Minister Murray Watt is speaking as South East Queensland prepares for more rain and storms.
The Disaster Coordinator mentioned really the reason for activating ADF personnel now is that while Queensland had access both internally and through other states to a range of resources leading up to now, the compounding effect of this heavy rainfall and flooding on the damage that we'd already seen with the storms meant that, frankly, Queensland did need a bit of a hand with extra resources, and they were brave enough to ask, and we were happy to deliver with that support as well. So all up, we're talking about 120 personnel, either through the ADF or DRA, who'll be working with state personnel in coming days to help get that infrastructure relieved and those homes cleaned up. Just while I'm on my feet, I might also just mention we are, of course, as a federal government, also paying close attention to the flooding issues in northern New South Wales. At this stage, I think it's fair to say that they're not as serious as what we're seeing in South East Queensland, but there are parts of northern New South Wales that already have some flood warnings in place. So again, please, for residents in those areas, the same warnings apply. Stay off the roads if you can avoid it. If it's flooded, forget it. Keep yourselves safe. And on the other side of the country, unfortunately, it looks like we are looking at some serious bushfires in Western Australia in coming days. So we have moved the national large water bombing plane back to WA to assist with that effort as well. I'll let Minister McCallum go through this in detail, but as the Deputy Premier mentioned, we're also pleased today to be able to announce some further joint federal-state assistance to assist small businesses and primary producers. But as I say, I'll leave it for Minister McCallum to run through the detail of that.
Thanks, Minister. Minister McCallum.
We know that many small businesses are doing it tough following these major storms, and that's why we've been very pleased to work with the Albanese federal government to help provide support so that they can recover, rebuild and get back on track. And today, we're very pleased to announce jointly funded concessional loans, which will be available for impacted small businesses in the Logan, Scenic Rim and Gold Coast local government areas. This support includes disaster assistance concessional loans of up to $250,000, $250,000 to repair or replace damaged buildings, plant, stock and equipment. There's also essential working capital loans of up to $100,000 available to help enable continued operations for affected businesses. Now, that might include paying rent or wages. There are over 104,000 small businesses across these impacted regions. Now, not all businesses will be impacted, but that really does give an idea of the potential scale of the impact of these storms. In addition to the jointly funded federal and state assistance programs, we are also providing free assistance from our Queensland Small Business Commissioner. That is free mediation that's available for impacted businesses between the 25th of December to 2023 on Christmas Day through to the 13th of June this year. Today is also marking the start of our new Natural Disaster Business Survey. This survey is going to help measure and quantify the impact of severe weather events and help identify the next steps for recovery support. And I'd like to encourage any impacted business to complete the survey, which is now live on our Business Queensland website. We're going to use data from the survey to help determine what additional support might be required and learnings for the future. We know that recovery is a very long and often winding road, but I want our small businesses to know that if you've been affected, the Miles government has your back. And if there's a small business in your community that is reopened or is about to reopen, please consider supporting them. Drop in, say hello, buy a coffee, and let them know that our hard-working small businesses are backed by Queenslanders.